I told him that I was born in Iraq, and I handed him and I told him that I carry the USA Naturalized Citizenship Certificate. However, they asked me to leave the bus. They arrested me and handcuffed me next to the bus, took me inside their station, put me in the cell for a while, then handcuffed me and shackled my feet, took me to another place where they interrogated me without any court order or the presence of a lawyer. However, I need no lawyer. Who I need no lawyer who cannot defend me, as the lawyer Mr. Aaron of Will County Court's appointed lawyer. When I told him the information, I informed him about the information to use to defend me. He said to me, I cannot defend you because I'm afraid to be sanctioned. So I told my court-appointed lawyer to withdraw. When he moved the court to withdraw, the court denied his motion. And when I moved the court to fire my court-appointed attorney, the court denied my motion too. The COINTELPRO's first attempt on my life of September 16, 2001 failed by a miracle from Allah, and their many other attempts failed. And on September 16, 2001, the FBI left with shame, humiliation, and their tail between their wet, shaky legs. Therefore, on September 6, 2002, the USA kidnapped my 4 innocent minor children and since subjecting them to torture as I am writing these words and as you hear these words, after it scared the hell out of them in its FBI's cowardly COINTELPRO's September 16, 2001 armed to the teeth raid on my family before even the passing of the infamous Patriotic Act. You see my house? There's a graffiti on it. It says religious persecution of Muslims. The USA did not investigate the graffiti of the religious persecution of the Muslims, so it admitted the persecution. What you see over there, that's a police car with that fat dude police is standing next to it looking at the house and looking at me while I was taking the picture. The USA, the brave, the macho USA, the superpower, did rob my innocent children of their childhood. The USA did beat them up, did beat up my children, had attempts on their lives, taking them back and forth to its unconstitutional, inhumane courts, robbing them of their earned income and property, putting them in jail, and denying them even food and education, robbed them of their childhood, and destroyed their future. On September 16, 2009, and on the 8th anniversary of the FBI's COINTELPRO illegal, cowardly attempt on me and my family, I have denounced the USA citizenship, and I had an interview with the Finnish MTV3 from the refugees. I had an interview with them from the refugees reception center in Metsälä, Helsinki, Finland, where I have stated, based on the USA court's records of at least my cases, the USA's government is one of the most corrupted, if not the most corrupted government in the world. Here you go, USA. This is the freedom of speech. Not only the freedom of speech, but the freedom of the truthful speech. Oh, you coward USA. Stop torturing my 82 years old American citizen father, and stop torturing my brother in Baghdad, Iraq too. Stop torturing my 4 unfortunately American-born children. I wish that Allah would forgive me for having my children in the USA. USA, you kidnapped my children and let them leave the USA to visit me in Finland, where I was coerced to seek political asylum, for your torture and many of your cowardly attempts on my life in Illinois, in Texas, Costa Rica, Venezuela, Puerto Rico, Miami, Florida, and Canada. Look at my family. Noah's innocent, peaceful family before the USA's complete and total destruction by its illegal and cowardly FBI COINTELPRO raid without court's order, covert operations of the USA's evil religious persecution of the Muslims in the USA as part of the USA's religious persecution of the Muslims worldwide. Look at the date of the picture. This was May 30th, 2000. All the praise, glory, and thanks are to Allah, the Creator, my God, Lord, who blessed the world and blessed me with so much grace, such as but not limited to the Honorable Miss Cynthia McKinney and www.infowars.com for the following information. While the Muslims, Americans in the USA are prostrating, not to Allah, they are prostrating only before the USA's government. For what? For feeding and breeding, except for the brave Minister Farrakhan and maybe very few unknown others.
I'm Cynthia McKinney, the Congresswoman from the 4th Congressional District of Georgia. Basically, we can see the beginning of COINTELPRO in a document that was written in 1919 by J. Edgar Hoover. Yes, he was around. Even in the COINTELPRO program, the counterintelligence program as operated by J. Edgar Hoover, also used the media of the day in order to shape the ideas of the American public at large against these organizations and the individuals who led them. And so we shouldn't be surprised to see that the United States government is paying journalists to write their stories, paying to establish organizations that promulgate these deceptions, basically. And perhaps most tellingly, the founding document of the COINTELPRO paper said that the FBI's goal was to misdirect, discredit, or otherwise neutralize these organizations and the leaders of these organizations. So that also meant telling lies on people, disrupting their marriages.
But the September 16, 2001 FBI's cowardly COINTELPRO raid on my house was before October 26, 2001, when Bush signed the infamous so-called Patriotic Acts into law. USA, listen, I will not give you the chance to kidnap me. You will not kidnap me from Finland, as you kidnapped me from Venezuela. And on July 17, 2008, you robbed me. You robbed me of my mobile home minivan when I applied for political asylum in Venezuela for the protection from the USA's persecution. The minivan that was on June 17, 2006, I drove from Chicago, south all the way, from Chicago, Illinois, south through Central America to South America and into Venezuela.